The Fisherman's Trail, a backpacking adventure across southern Portugal. I take a 7-day south to north route from Sagres to Vila Nova de Mil Fontes, totaling a little over 100 miles of the trail. Very cool sunset here tonight, guys. Join me on a ultimate adventure as I backpack through Portugal's stunning Fisherman's Trail, where I explore its rugged cliffs, sandy beaches, and picturesque fishing villages along this iconic coastal route. Labeled as one of the best coastal hikes in Europe, it is 140 miles in length, stretching from Lagos to Sines. Some things never change. I still need my coffee in the morning. So I got the coffee, then we get on the bus. The bus, as they say. Okay guys, after 2 days of planes and about a 4.5 hour bus ride from Lisbon to Sagres, this is going to be day 1 of the Fisherman's Trail. And what an absolutely beautiful day that we have to kick this off here. First impressions, absolutely stunning. Just smelling this air and the sunshine, it's just incredible. Not long after stepping off the bus, I was on the trail. The sights and sounds were inspiring, and I was eager to see what lied ahead. One of my first stops was Fortaleza de Sagres. That was a really nice start, looking at that view and old fort that's there, but definitely looking for something a little less people-y right now, especially after the couple days of traveling, and just ready to get to where let's have an ocean breeze, some quiet, and great views. This is what I'll be following the next week and a half. We are going to just push as far as we can today, get some miles in. I'm going to be coming into a sparse spot here, and I haven't had anything to eat yet today, and we're at like 2 or 3 o'clock, so replenish the water, replenish the stomach, and then move on. So we have officially made our turn north. So far I've been the only northbound. Advantage to going south to north is the sun is kind of towards your back more, and it's not always in your eyes, and kind of helps with the sea spray where you get clear views of the ocean. Sure got some interesting plants here. That one's kind of cool, shooting up out of the rock. Guys, these flowers are just incredible, and they've been going for miles. I'm just surrounded by them. It's like walking through a bouquet, a gigantic bouquet. It's incredible. Coupled with the weather, the sky is perfect.
I began my turn north at the lighthouse, leaving Sagres off in the distance behind me.
Because there's so much flowering going on right now, as I'm making my way down the trail, there's like this constant hum and buzz from all the bees, the busy bees. It's crazy. It's just a constant sound in the background, and there's like this sweet, just this odor in the air, you know, as it's coming off the water on shore and blowing towards you. It's just like this constant aromatic cacophony here, and it's pretty sweet. Thought I was gonna almost step on this guy, but I think he's dead already, luckily. But that answers one of my questions. I wasn't sure if there was even snakes here, but clearly there is. And another interesting contraption. I don't know, maybe there's some comms people out there that can help again. No clue. Never seen anything like that. We're gonna go check that thing out. Good morning, guys. It's day 2, and it's starting to get packed up. Got the sleeping bag packed up. Now we're just gonna head down to Via do Bisto, I think, this morning. Get some coffee. Night was very nice. Temperature was good. Wind stayed down real low. I hear the surf crashing out there, which is really nice. Let's get packed up a little bit here and we'll check back in. The sun's just starting to light up now. Okay guys, we're underway, heading to Villa do Bispo, and we're going to check out that landmark that I pointed out right before camp yesterday. We have a slight chance of rain today, about 14%, so I wanted to make sure I was packed up early in case that happened. And I got the Frog Tog standing by just in the event. Beautiful night last night. Wind wasn't bad at all. Temperature was perfect. Kind of digging this overcast this morning. Yesterday was very sunny, which was really nice. I got some sun on the back of the calves. Hopefully that's coming out. This is actually pretty nice right now. They could use a little rest from the sun. Okay, we made it. This is the Torre de Aspa. And pretty neat feature out here. I mean, it really stands out. Otherwise, it's really just rolling countryside. Good morning, heifers. So one thing that's really nice about being out here in the countryside is I'm passing up a lot of animals. Here happens to be a snail, and yeah, I was like, I need to start just recording some of these things because I passed a snail, a spider, a beetle, but I only captured this snail.
At this moment, I realize that I've walked a half a mile in the wrong direction.
Okay, we are just about in the town. We're at 4 miles this morning. I'm ready for some coffee, so I'm hoping that the cafes are open. I think today's Sunday, so I had heard that a lot of things are closed on Sunday. Hopefully that's not the case, because I could sure use that right now. So yeah, it looks like most things are closed today, but thank goodness there's this Aldi's saves the day. Okay guys, it's got a little smorgasbord here. Got some croquettes, and I don't really remember what these things were called, but I don't know, various pastries, and I don't really know what this is, but got that, and it's the best I can do for coffee for now. Hopefully we can come across something showing up closed today, which is what I was forewarned about. So, you know, it is what it is. Everything opens back up Monday or Tuesday, so. But, get this down and get back to it. I have a little friend that joined me for breakfast this morning. A sweet little dog. I don't know how it is here, but some places they have like a community dog. It's not really a particular pet of anybody, but I'm not sure how it works here. But it's chilling. Okay, I did find a cafe open. And you don't see those very often in the States anymore. It's a modern cigarette machine. It's interesting, it looks like animal skins. I don't know what they'd be though.
This town was a nice little pit stop, but it's time to get back on the trail.
Big old turkey there. Bunch of sheep here. I don't know if that's the shepherd. Trail is edging back closer to the coastline again after coming out of the town. You basically have to come around these huge gulches here, and some of them are rather large, so it's quite the detour.
This is a stretch of trail where the ascents and descents become steeper. The path starts to narrow and the sheer drop-offs loom next to my feet. Incredible, guys. Incredible. And that's the trail. Pretty steep. It's the gulches I was talking about. But the view is incredible. Came down. We're in this nice, cool little cove here. Very cool. But I'm gonna take a break because what goes down must go up. And we gotta go back up that steep side there. So last break was town, so it's a good spot.
And see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
Next stop is going to be Carapatira. There you go, Carapatira. So, just passing through some little old fishing villages now. And as you can see, the sun is now out and it's warmed up pretty drastically, and we're a little inland, so the wind's being blocked and the cool air from the water isn't as prevalent. So, but we are going to get a room tonight. That's right. I'm going to splurge a little and, I don't know, maybe get a proper bite to eat at a restaurant and maybe a beer. So everybody's been telling me about this super buck. You know, the I guess the Sagres is the light beer, and the super buck is their high octane, I guess. So I don't know, we'll see what we wind up getting. I don't know how that's coming out, but those are massive sand dunes over there. And right over here is, I believe, where we're heading, which is nice because pretty spent for the day. Legs felt pretty good today. Went farther than yesterday, which is good. And it's heated up. It'd be nice to get a cold beer and a real nice meal. See what we find in there. All right, we are just rolling into town. We are looking for Casa Fajara. Cool mural here. So, these are really interesting compared to our prickly pears. It looks sort of like a prickly pear, except they're a lot bigger. We made it, guys. Time to check in, get a shower, maybe do some laundry. If they have a pool, it'd be a perfect day for a pool. I'm really craving like a steak and a cold beer. So let's check it out. So guys, you gotta check this out. This is my room for the night. How cool is this? Love the ceiling and the layout here. Very cool. I was convinced to stay 2 nights. It's kind of late in the afternoon. I want to get cleaned up and go have dinner and a beer, and then but I was really looking forward to the pool. So now I have time for the pool tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I got some salt. Perfect. Sorry? And butter, yeah. Yes. It's gonna be good. I enjoyed just walking around and exploring the hotel while enjoying the morning before breakfast. So they do have laundry here, but when I spoke with them, they wanted $18, which really isn't all that bad. But I only have one set of clothes so far. Last night, when I showered, I cleaned my shirt and shorts, and I'm just doing my socks in the sink. So. guys, after a nice breakfast, had some meats, cheeses, fruits, most importantly coffee. It's time to go check out the town. Got a little rest last night, body's feeling better, got some laundry done, get everything charged up. So now it's just time to go explore the town. So we're heading up the hill into town just from the hotel, and yeah, can still feel it a little in the legs, but it's nice not to have the pack. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's in town here. I really want to try to get to this, I don't know if it'll come out here, this windmill over here. It's pretty cool. Just curious what it was used for, and I don't know, it's an interesting feature here. We'll see if we can get there. Well, I found the windmill, but unfortunately they don't let you up there, it would seem. Huh. Private. There's so many private lands in now. Pretty cool. See if I can circle around here and get the front view. Yeah, unfortunately there's no way around to the front to view it, so it's as good as it's gonna get. But over here there is a old church that I'm gonna try to get to and check that out. With all the walking and exploring on my rest day, it was time for a snack. I had the pate de sardinas with the CRF Reserva, which is a local brandy aged in oak barrels.
I think I'm gonna go back and change, get in the pool, soak up some sun. Hopefully it's not cold, but I don't know. The surf temp looks pretty cool because everybody's wearing wetsuits, so hopefully the pool isn't as chilly.
Morning, guys. It's day 4 and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to get back on trail. I'm rested and I'm actually looking forward to getting back on trail, but wow, look at the colors in the sky this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. This place has been fantastic, but I got to start making up some miles now. We'll check in a minute. I wanted to see if they had any disposable cups to bring with me for some coffee, but I think I'll have to forego the coffee this morning, unfortunately. But what a day to get this started. Well, it's goodbye for now, Casa Fajara. This day was absolutely brilliant. Definitely recommended. I'd stay there again. But one recommendation I would have is if they could have some paper cups or disposable cups for guys that want to get an early start and not sit around and have a cup of joe. But other than that, it's phenomenal. Town is just coming into view there over the hills. And we are heading over in the direction of those gigantic dunes. I suspect we're going to be going through some sand fairly early on this morning. Yeah, this is the coldest morning so far. Very crisp, no humidity. All right, we'll see what awaits us. It's finally cool enough for me to break out my beanie, my philosophy beanie. Shameless plug. If you're interested, you can get it in Shop Overland Apparel. But check it out. Got different colors. And it's keeping me, definitely my ears nice and warm this morning. This is the last structure before we head out. And there's a trash truck, so you can see the size of these sand dunes. They're enormous. We have this all to ourselves, guys. I mean, I am the only person, and you, so we are the only people out out here. Wow. Gorgeous beach, and thankfully we have timed this just perfect because the tide is out and it is making this a much easier go because it's quite a long stretch along this beach. So I'm very thankful for that. But just a wonderful morning. It's nice and cool. It warmed up a little bit pretty quick, enough for me to get my beanie off. But yeah, it's spectacular. Super cool. Check out all these mussels. Nice. Wow. That is so cool. Worms or something in there. I don't know. I think they're mussels. Looks like there was a little wildfire here, but it's coming back strong. Very green already. Yeah. One thing about starting early on this trail is till about 10 or 11 o'clock. I haven't really passed anybody each of these days, so kind of get it to yourself for a bit, which is nice. Well, guys, we have definitely met the sand, the dreaded sand, and it's making for slow going, but you know, it's part of the adventure. Yeah. There's really no good way to do this here. It's just as sandy no matter where. So, yeah, it's been very sandy and uphill. So, yeah, can relate to that. A lot of sand and a bit of a incline getting here. And we came from over there. Yeah. And there's a geocache in here where it has it, so we'll check it out. Well, it's gone. Doesn't seem to be here anymore. So, now you know, as of now, there is no longer a geocache here. Just having a look here at the monument is Vaz Sintra. I'll have to research that. Interesting. Must have been significant. It's very sunny and heating up quick, and sand makes you work. But so I kind of take breaks in between these areas where there is shade. This tree looks like it's had its share of break takers. I think we're in luck. I'm gonna stop in here and get some coffee and a little bite. Oh guys, we really scored here. I was
desperately needing this. I'm gonna have to check and see how far I've gone, but it's a hot morning, a sunny morning, and this Americano and this mango juice is gonna be, and I got a smoked pork sausage sandwich coming, so yeah. Okay guys, we logged 7 miles since we started this morning. Sun is out, nice and bright and hot, and the sand, and I'm ready for this Americano and some juice and a sandwich. And we're here in the countryside. It's a very unexpected spot, but I'm glad it's here. So, and I'm gonna put it on the Gaia because it wouldn't be a bad stop in the future. Salud. Putting in a pool over here, so if I do stay here the next time, that's gonna be lovely. Okay, this was the perfect stop. Met a couple of Austrian backpackers, had a chat, had a couple of Americanos, a couple things of mango juice, and a smoked pork sausage sandwich. And now we're off. It's always nice when the trail cuts back towards the sea. You get that really nice breeze, and it's just, the air is just cooled from the water temperature. It's refreshing. When you get inland, it's kind of just drier and the air is more still. And yeah, it's so nice. It's invigorating. Heading to the sea. Again, no shortage of views. So I just chatted with somebody from Slovenia, and she says it's great backpacking and nature there as well. So maybe put it on the list. Sounds like an interesting place. That was a steep ascent, so it's gonna take a little breather here. Nice bench with a cover here, and great view. We're up on the bluff, up on the top of the cliffs here, a view of the ocean. And finish this liter. I think I have one more liter, but we're getting close, so it should be fine. I tell you, this breeze is really
amazing. It just cools you down, especially when you get some shade. Much of the hike today, very little shade, unlike the previous 2 days, but there probably wasn't much shade on those either, but it was a little more overcast. Today is sun is very strong. So somebody lost a sandal out of their back or something. Curious what this sign says back here. Just gonna check it out. A little off the path here, but curious. Sustainable shit. Please protect nature and don't leave a trace behind. Yes, I can't tell you how much toilet paper I have passed up on this trail. It's really incredible. I don't understand why these people just can't take it with them. Like, they're as bad as the people that bag the dog poop and then leave the poop in the bag right there. I mean, it's as if they did something virtuous. It's kind of better just to leave the poop. At least it would biodegrade faster and help the environment than to leave it in a plastic bag. But I guess somebody will take care of that or something. It was here, having traveled many miles, that I had possibly one of the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. And I was able to get a super bach and find camp about 4 miles from here. Looks like some old grapes possibly here. I don't know if this is an old settlement or old town kind of thing, but the main town we just came from is over there. There is no way the camera is going to capture this, but I'm going to try. Incredible. Wow. So we're at about 15 miles today, and that was my goal. And I think this is going to be camp for the night. I think it's going to work. That view's pretty epic. Yeah. Got me a burger in town, so I'm set for dinner. And we may jot into town in the morning, hit a cafe for some coffee, of course, and just make our way up, making good time. This place is incredible. Very cool sunset here tonight, guys. People, please. I left camp not that long ago. Here's a gigantic trash bin. I used these to wipe my legs off last night. Get all the sand off where I crawled into my tent. But I can't tell you how much toilet paper I've passed. And just off the side of the trail. Always remember, pack in, pack out, leave no trace, tread lightly, end of rant. Along this route, you'll come across historical structures from a bygone era, and the scenery at these locations is second to none. I found myself wondering what life was like for the people who lived here before, and what their days consisted of. Quite the misty morning on the sea today. It's so gorgeous. So we are slowly through the sand making our way to Azure, where hopefully I can get some much desired coffee, of course. And then we're gonna pass through there and make our way up to Odexy, where we'll be getting a room there. Pretty good deal on it. It's only $60, so can't beat that. And do a little laundry. So last place a couple days ago, I just did it in the sink. Very pretty here, very lush, but this dreaded sand, it's makes slow going. So we made our way from that point over there to here. Stunning view. I'm thinking the trail is going to turn to road, and we will be leaving the sandy dunes. So I think I'm going to stop here and purge some sand from the shoes. That was correct. The sand has given way to gravel road. Views are still epic. Yeah, pick up the pace a little bit now that we're out of the soft sand. And along this route, this little piece here, there are little pullouts, and there's a lot of camper vans. There's one coming up here now. But man, what a spot. Just phenomenal. No luck on this one. Have to hit the next town for coffee, I guess. Since I struck out with food and coffee at Monte Clerigo, I had to make my way around the massive tidal creek of Ribera de Alger to the next town of Alger before I could try to find food and coffee. It's approximately a total of 10 miles to get around this tidal creek. This would turn out to be only the beginning of a very long day. We are on 8.2 miles since breaking camp. And we're a little inland, so it's heated up, less wind, and my water's empty, stomach's empty, so I'm really hoping there's something in this town. We're about half a mile out, so last time was nothing, but hope to fill up water, fill up the stomach, and get off my feet for a little bit before we pick it back up. Well, the sign mentions that this is from the 10th century and is Islamic. So that's pretty interesting. This is Fonte das Mentiras, or the Fountain of Lies. The fountain is possibly of medieval origin, being known mainly for being the main focus in several legends, which state that the fountain was connected to the castle through an underground gallery. It was perhaps due to the circumstance of being linked to these legends that it gained the name Fonte das Mentiras. The main related legend states that a Moorish princess in love with a Christian fled through the fountain during the conquest of Algiers in 1249. In this way, Christian warriors discovered that the fountain led to the castle, having used it to sneak into the castle, leading to its conquest. The Algiers castle was occupied successfully by the Lusitanians as early as the 7th to 8th century and were pushed out by the Romans. I was in luck. The cafe was open. I refilled my water, got replenished with food and drink, and enjoyed the views of the castle, and then I hopped back on the trail.
That might not look like it's far, but as the crow flies, they say it's not that far. But to go around that gulch, it's 11 and a half miles from there to here. So from here, we finally start making our way back north. We're coming into Rogel, or Rogel, not sure. Hopefully they have a cafe open. Get something cold to drink and an Americano, of course. But it looks promising. Should be something open. Let's check it out. Okay guys, we found a good spot. Lots of pastries, delicious sandwiches. I'm just not hungry right now. Just wanted to get another Americano and lemon juice. Sitting here for a minute, cool down. Okay, we're at 17 and a half on our way to Odexy. I just had to drop the pack for a minute and give the feet a rest, and it is hot. A lot of ups and downs today. Sand. That's not a lot for professionals, this 17, but you know, that's not me. So 17's, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be a total of 24, but we'll see when we get there. Whew. I'm enjoying the shade and the flat, hard surface right now. Take that when you can get it. I'm enjoying it though. Beautiful trail. It is so beautiful. Like the flowers, the cliffs, the sea. You know, you just go through a varied terrain and different plants. I like that you're going through the towns. You know, that's one thing I like about it is get a bite to eat or resupply, whichever way you want to do it, pretty often. So logistically, it's easier. Yeah, there can be some long stretches of things are closed and you just don't time it right. I noticed a lot of the shops, cafes, and most of them are not open until like 9, 10 o'clock. And I'm usually on the trail way earlier than that, but you know, maybe 6:30 I'm on the trails. I'm usually out of town way before anything opens. It's going to finish this leader and then head out. We're going a little bit inland here. We're going around another gulch and then back to the coast. So probably be running into some more sand here shortly.
Even though I was able to refuel in town, the distance covered and the heat started to wear on me.
Hey, donkey. Hey, donkey. I go to town now. I need a dinner and a bed.
Not a bad spot. The restaurants are right down the road in the center of town, so it's right off trail. Restaurants are close. Kind of saw these art pieces over here garnering some attention, so I wanted to check them out. And this one over here was garnering the most attention as people were walking in the town. After a monster day of walking, I enjoyed a spectacular meal. Garlic and mushrooms, and octopus with sweet potato. I then settled in for the night and got ready to tackle day 6.
Okay, guys, it is day 6. We are going to be heading from Odexy to Bamboo Dehar. Yeah, hopefully it's not as long as yesterday. We did 24 yesterday. Whew, way too much, I was feeling it. But I had a great dinner, great octopus dinner, and some garlic and mushrooms. It's fantastic. So I'm going to get out here a little early. It's later than I started. It's about 7 now. Get out there and try to beat the heat. Get as much as we can in before things heat up. It's going to be another sunny, hot day. And that's where we stayed. Odexy.
This stop was fantastic. I enjoyed a delicious meal, caught up on laundry, and got some much needed rest and relaxation. It was the perfect break to recharge and refresh.
Going around another one of these canyon things. They don't look like that big on the map, but man, they are like miles out of the way before you start going the direction you need to go. And man, the flowers are just pungent this morning. There's one particular bush, it looks like it has some kind of sap that comes out of the leaves, or it's something's coming out of it. And man, they are like, that's the main thing I've been smelling all along the way. They are just super strong. It smells good. It's like we have some lamb. Hello, guys. Top of the morning. Sorry to break up your breakfast. We got a kitty, the guard kitty. Meow. Meow. Talkative guy. I'm just starting now to hear to surf off in a distance. So we're getting closer to the coast. The coast is just up there. We're looking at Paria de Odexy. Get there and then we'll make our turn north. We're continuing to make our way to town. Hopefully get some coffee, a little bite to eat, but views just keep coming. The sea's been extremely calm in the last couple days. Zenha del Mar is the first town today. Get in there and see if anything's open. Yeah, overdue for coffee as usual. Looks like the fishing fleet is in. Guess they're all in because I guess they say the fishing's better when the weather's rough, and it's definitely not rough today. Well, that was a pretty perilous descent. Very steep, slippery, but you get down here, it's gorgeous. Nice little creek flowing here. Out to sea. There's steep descent and a steep ascent. just before you get here. But we are here, and I hope something is open. I'm in luck, guys. This is a major score. There was a place open just off trail, and we are digging in. So we are at 5.5 miles this morning, and after this it'll be a big push to our final destination today. Well, that was a nice little break. Spent about 30 minutes there just hanging out. Got a cup of coffee, some food, hopped back on the trail here and saw my second snake. The first snake I saw was dead. That was back in day 1 or 2. So we got a fishing boat coming in now. I figure we got another 12, 14 miles or so. Looks like there's one more opportunity for a snack before we get to our final destination. This is one of those days where it's hard to make way because the views are just so incredible. You want to stop and capture it all. The sun's coming up and we got a slight overcast today, which is fantastic because the sun has been really intense. Well, that was a long stretch with no shade, very little wind because kind of push inland a little bit from the coast, but we're in amongst the canopy now, heading back towards the coast before we turn and shoot back north. But yeah, the air is already cooler from the sea and the shade is just splendid. So the section has been the wettest part of the trail. Everything's been very dry or sandy until here, and a number of water crossings, and it's interesting. Must be a lot of springs here in this area. And there's our next destination just there, a little down and up. And cafe time. It's very interesting on this trail. They cut the bark off to a certain level. I don't know, it's interesting. I wonder why that is. It looks like it's some kind of fruit. And there is Zambujar, our final stop for day 6. So we probably got a couple miles. Situated right on the coast this time. Flying straight to the sea. Very cool. As you come into town, you make your way up all these steps. Yeah. So we're here in Zambujeira del Mar, and it wound up being about 14 miles, and I had a room scheduled for tonight, but I didn't realize that the actual property is 11 kilometers from the beach, which is where the trail is. So I'm gonna have to pay closer attention to that in the future. So plan B, I can't arrange for a bus or taxi. The taxi was unavailable, so we are gonna foot it for a little bit out of town and try to find a place to pitch a tent. Only option. Everything in town here is sold out, so Super Bach and hamburger, and then who knows where.
we surpass that. So we shall see.
It's about 6 o'clock now. We're a few miles out of town and just trying to find a place to stop for the night. At this point, there's no options. The next town I went through, there was no accommodations there. What we're doing now is looking for a spot to pitch a tent overnight and keep moving.
It wasn't long before I stumbled upon an idyllic campsite with breathtaking views and a spectacular sunset that painted the sky in vibrant colors. We are in luck, guys. There was a place open with food and coffee. Wow, that Adalia Cafe was the perfect stop. Had a few Americanos, some pastries. We got one for the road, a roadie. Now we're heading to Alamogordo. It's about 10 o'clock, so sun's up pretty good. But Alamogordo will be our next place. We'll probably eat there because I'll be camping between there and Millefontes. And then we'll hit Millefontes tomorrow. Or we'll get a room, spend the night, and then hop on the bus, Red Espresso, back to Lisbon, because I am out of time, unfortunately. Pretty cool, an old well. I hadn't seen those flowers yet on this trip. That's the first. Yeah, well, it's pretty neat. Back at the coast from town. Beautiful view. Can still barely make out the Faro Lighthouse. But, wow. Day 7. These sand dunes are no joke. Very little shade again. Had some spots, but whew. Yeah, lots of sand and big dunes. Oh, looks like we're coming up maybe to a road. I hope. This sand has been brutal. Very soft. So, and the sun is really intense today again, but it's so beautiful. Yeah, I get on the road, I can get the sand out. Okay, guys, this section is really beautiful, but the sand is difficult, and man, it's nice to be on the solid ground for now and purge the shoes of the sand. So we'll see how long we're on this before there's more sand, but for now the views continue. The lone boot. Yes, it's missing its owner. And over here we have this. Yeah, gorgeous.
Some beautiful bird of paradise here in Almagrave. And maybe get a super bach and some food here.
Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, we didn't luck out yesterday, but today we did. Just getting into town. Thankfully, I don't have to camp another night. I can get a shower. We can get some super bach, maybe a meal. There's a nice place down the road, a nice little beach bar. So I'll probably be heading down there after a shower. Check this out. Last room they had. And then there's breakfast in the morning. Yeah, this place is huge. Whew. I'm ready for the pool, the beach, the bar. Pretty neat key here for the door. Like goes to a treasure chest. Okay, it's time for a shower. And then super bach. Okay, we took a fabulous shower, got laundry done. So let's get that up to dry. And now I'm gonna lay everything out because the camping gear, because I get to put it away so fast this morning it didn't have a chance to dry. So we're gonna go ahead and do that before we head out. Now this is how you spend a light backpacking day. Morning guys, it's a little after 7. We're just hanging out this morning. It's overcast, it's gonna start getting cooler than it's been, so we're gonna have a little bite to eat, get some coffee before we hit the trail this morning. So we'll be heading to Millefontes today. Really nice stop. But the birds have just, the whole way have been chirping away. Hopefully it's coming out on there, but yeah, there's birds almost all day long, every day. So nice. We got about another 20 minutes for the breakfast is ready. Okay guys, they let us in a little early since I'm hiking and backpacking, so check this out. Good stuff. Guys, we got a little bit of everything here. Fruit, bread. Morning, so this is the latest start we've had so far this trip. It's 8 o'clock. Usually by now I'm, 5 miles down the trail. Had a very nice breakfast, so I kind of stuck around for that, and it's overcast today. Shouldn't have the heat we've been having the last several days. Be on trail here shortly. 14.5 kilometers to Millefontes. Pretty short day today compared to what we've been doing. Yeah, we're gonna be making our turn back north soon here. Yeah, it's wish we'd had this weather the last couple days. It's been, the last 3 days have been scorchers. I'm enjoying this. So I just did the calculation, and it's only, the 14.5 kilometers is only 9.5 miles, so I think that's the shortest day we've had since we started. But unfortunately, I'm out of time, so we're gonna spend the night in Millefontes, catch the bus in the morning to Lisbon, spend the night in Lisbon, and then off I go back to America before we head out. One last look, and next stop, Millefontes. That flower is a little different. Very cool. no shortage of flowers along this route. I mean, it's endless and continuous. The birds, the flowers, the smells from all the flowers. It's been wonderful. Just a look, that's the town we just left from. And we're back at the coast. Gorgeous as usual. Yeah. Nice cool sea breeze. Overcast. Yeah. Incredible. The trail began to transform, shifting from the usual sandy or rocky terrain to a lush landscape teeming with life, and the path was enveloped by a vibrant tapestry of overgrown foliage. Bit of bushwhacking here. Wow. There's one guy fishing way down there. That is a long pole. The surf's been battering him. Yeah, he's out there. Very cool. Our coastal sojourn was brief before we found ourselves once again enveloped by the dense embrace of the forest. As incredible as it may sound, this transition was a welcome one. While the coast boasts a remarkable beauty, the stark contrast in scenery only served to underscore the diverse tapestry of environments this trail traverses. Oh guys, it's just after 11. Made pretty good time. The fog this morning has burned off. So I think I'm just going to take a little break here in the shade. Just got to cross the big bridge over there. And then we'll be in Mil Fontes. Looks beautiful. I'm constantly awed by the talent showcased in local street art. As I ascended the trail towards the bridge spanning the tidal creek, I couldn't resist exploring an abandoned house. It exuded an eerie aura, yet the vista from its observation deck was breathtaking. Even this forgotten structure was adorned with magnificent street art, adding an unexpected touch of beauty to the haunting scene.
Back on trail, the meadow exploded into a vibrant tapestry of colors and was a delightful sight to see. This was the only thing left separating us from our next destination.
Morning, guys. It's day 9, and unfortunately we are not on the trail and won't be going on the trail. We are waking up this morning and still in Millefontes, but unfortunately I have to take the bus back to Lisbon, and we'll spend the night there, and then it's on the plane from there. So it's been a great trip. I've loved the food here, the people here, the scenery here. I was just really surprised by the landscape, the beauty, the hospitality of everybody, and yeah, so it was a great trip. Covered a lot of ground, and we're gonna go just up the road a little bit here. There's a great bakery somebody told me about on the trail yesterday that I met. She spent some time here in town and said she highly recommends it, and good place to eat. So we'll stop there, get something to eat, and then make our way over to the bus. That's going to be at 10:30. It's a little after 7 now.
So we're just making our way up the street here to Mabi, where we'll hopefully be getting a delicious breakfast. And there is Mabi. Let's check these guys out and see what they're about.
Hey guys, we're here at Mabi, and of course we have the Americano. Because that's absolutely essential. And we went with the chocolate croissant because I can't say no to chocolate most times. And yeah, this is very fresh, warm. Buttery. It's delicious. Yeah. It's probably a good thing I only had one day here, because I would gain all the weight I probably lost on the trail that I needed to lose already. So, hang out here for a little bit, have a couple coffees, and wait on the bus. Wow, guys, I got here just in time. Right after I got here, this place got slammed. So, River and Millefontes. This is where it's at. Mabi's. And to save myself some extra trips, I just went ahead and got 2 coffees, 2 Americanos, and I got some croissants, and I don't know what this other thing is, but we'll try it out.
Hey guys, it's just a short 500 meters to the Red Espresso bus station, so it's gonna make our way there after a nice tasty treat at Mabi's. Back in Lisbon, I immersed myself in the city's vibrant atmosphere.
indulging in a spectacular meal and soaking up the delightful ambiance of the Sky Bar on the 13th floor of my hotel. The panoramic views of the city's skyline bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun were simply breathtaking. It was the perfect way to cap off my trip and savor the final moments of my Portuguese adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below.